Welcome to Dependable Flame, where we explore vintage petrol lighters, ashtrays, tobacconiana, and other useful mechanisms. Make yourself at home. Today we are going to give another whirl to our recently acquired Rogers Rocket Flame Petrol Jet Pipe Lighter. I was sorting through lighters a minute ago and found this one in one of my trays that I've been working out of, and was a little bit surprised that it was still fueled up. So I thought, well, let's make a little video here. The last time that we made a video on this lighter, which is simply marked Rogers Japan. I've had at least one of these before, and it was marked Rogers Rocket Flame. I have seen other examples of this in listings that obviously had the Rocket Flame mechanism, but were just marked Rogers on the bottom. That's only been one or two occasions that I remember seeing that. So it didn't surprise me when this lighter was simply marked Rogers Japan and not the Rocket Flame branding. Everything is pretty similar to the Beatty Jet and also the Champ Jetstream lighter. Chesterfield pipe lighter is another one. I think Mastercraft made one. There are a few of these jet pipe lighters out there. Not the most common of mechanisms that you're ever going to see, but Beatty Jets are, I would call, common. I haven't kept a real close eye on them on eBay recently, but for the most part, I think you will probably find somewhere between 50 and 100 Beatty Jet lighters listed at any given time on eBay. This Rogers Rocket Flame would be a little bit more scarce than that. You do not see them as often. You don't see these as often as you see the Beatty Jets or the Champ Jetstreams. About the same as the Lord Chesterfield and, I don't know, the Mastercraft. That may be the more scarce of all of them. I don't recall ever seeing one. Maybe one or two in a listing that I was not able to win the auction for. But I haven't owned one of the Mastercraft Petrol Jet pipe lighters. So it is still lighting up, even though it's a little bit slow. And the jet is still functioning well enough that you could suck it down into your pipe to light it up. See if I can keep this here while I correct something at the same time. Maybe that helps a little bit. It's kind of an off angle. I'm really having a hard time with some of these high polished lighters getting a good view with the way that I have the light set up. But this isn't a lighter that we're going to be selling anytime soon. This is one that I would like to tinker around with. And considering that it has been a little bit slow to light up the last couple times, we might go ahead and add a little bit of fuel, see if that does anything to the potency of our jet flame. This lighter had obviously been used quite a bit. I cleaned it up some, but can't really clean up where the plating is gone from being slid in and out of the case. And a lot of these companies didn't plate the inside unit or insert all that well in the first place, especially the Japanese made lighters. And I'm not trying to fill this up so much that we give it vapor lock. Just want to get it good and saturated. It was obviously already enough to light it up, so I think that should be good. Some people see a lighter like this as a novelty. Others see it as a technical marvel, a feat of ingenuity, that you can fuel it with that fluid that will give you that soft yellow flame, but then also produce a straight jet torch flame off of that same fuel. Really cool. And overall, I would say that this lighter does not function quite as well as the average Beatty that I've had. I haven't really heard it hiss. But again, you don't really need that hiss. That soft flame right there could be sucked down into the bowl of your pipe with no problem. And just as I was talking to somebody about in the comments of, I think maybe it was a Beatty Jet video a while back, the strength of your jet is going to ebb and flow, or be stronger and then wane, whatever the words would be. When you first do the stand-up flame, when your lighter is cool, it's probably going to create a crisper torch flame. And then each time you do it after that, it may not be quite as strong. Your lighter's going to keep heating up. But again, even though it's not all that crisp, you could still use that flame for its intended purpose. But we're going to keep messing around with this lighter a little bit, tinker around with it, make a couple videos, and then we'll just see if there's anything we can do to maybe clean out the jet. I don't have a Beatty jet probe right at the moment, but we might be able to turn that upside down and soak it in some alcohol. But it seems like for the most part the jet tube is clear. There you can see those dents along the top that I definitely couldn't see in the auction listing, but still got a hold of this lighter inexpensively enough that that doesn't bother me. I love messing around with these jet Petrol pipe lighters. Petrol jet pipe lighters, whatever you want to call them. I love tinkering around with them every chance I get. But you can see there, after it's almost like you just got to start over to get that strong jet. And I think in order for you to get the strongest, straightest, most crisp jet flame that you can get, you would want that lighter to be as cool as possible. Until next time.